All right, man, I'm sitting here with this dude, Storey, man. You had 6 interceptions today. Looked like you was hungry, man. Just tell us a little bit about your day and what's your thoughts about coming to Dallas and why did you choose Dallas, having options?
Uh, Obviously, the intro was a little bit of a tease. I do have the full interview and the answers to his questions that's gonna come at the end, so you got to watch the whole video to kind of see that. But obviously, Storey Jackson is already a underground fan favorite. Like anybody knows and been following the Boss Cowboy Sports channel know that I've already did a video on Storey Jackson, but it was also more so because of the groundswell. I was getting a lot of requests from, followers of the channel. Like, you do breakdowns, you got to break down Storey because the reputation of Storey is following him, especially the physicality side of Storey. So there's already a reputation. And he knows it. He know who he is. You can see at the interview at the end that he knows exactly who he is and what he brings to the table. But when you looking at Storey, one of the first things that I'm gonna tell y'all now is Storey is a workhorse, and you don't have to be around him long to see it. This is his third practice that day. And another thing that I want y'all to notice, look at his size. He's listed as 224. No, Storey been putting in work. Let me pause this real quick. Storey been putting in work. When you see them boys take their shirts off, you can really see he is no longer just 225. I don't need a scale to see that Storey is preparing himself to really make a difference to this team. So, and a lot of people will say, well, they don't have pads on, so you can't judge linebackers. Now, you can judge a lot by watching and observing guys at practice. So the number one thing I'm gonna tell you about Storey from watching him is he's a guy that seems to pick up extremely fast, because this is one of his first times working out with this particular trainer, Real Truth, and I couldn't even tell. They had to tell me that. So as I'm watching him, one of the things that you see is Storey, he moves well. He's very fluid to be that size. He moves very well, and he practices good habits and good instincts. One of the things as you watch them guys that you will want to see just a little bit more is communication. But how can you communicate and lead? Let me pause it. How can you communicate and lead if you're not aware of what's going on? So this being one of his first times working out this particular trainer, it's hard to judge and say, okay, he's supposed to be a vocal guy, but you can't be a vocal guy without first being aware of what's going on. But he had a fantastic day with 6 interceptions out of practice, which you would take any day, and you could tell it was a plan. And I'm being honest with you, Storey is smart. I can tell Dan Quinn already had a talk with him and told him the focus of our defense is to get the ball, because the entire practice, that was his full concentration. He was baiting the entire time. So baiting is when you try to get a quarterback to make a throw that he shouldn't. So watch them right here in zone coverage and you'll see it. So as I play it again, just watch. So Christian Sam is squeezing down that window. Storey is showing a window as if there's an open throw, but it's not. And that's called baiting. And he's been doing that all day, which shows that he's practicing what he was told by Dan Quinn. I'm telling you. See, he's baiting him. See, he's staying close, but staying far. Look at it. But look at Christian Sam, who's squeezing down on a Texans tight end. So to give him no window, Storey is showing the illusion of a window. And so he's working very hard on his ball skills. So I'm gonna just show you real quick his 6 interceptions because I broke it down, and you can see that's what he's doing. He's doing a lot of baiting. That's 1 interception, and he one-handed that one. Then he go come in and he's gonna one-hand another one. And the thing I like, he was telling the guy right there that, man, I read your eyes on that. So he's also giving back to practice, which says he's a team guy. So he like, I won on you, and I'm telling you why I won. I read your eyes. Yeah, man. So you can see the intelligence in Storey. And this is another drill where you go see him with an interception in soft hands, one hand. Boom. You know, and here's a, yeah, so just following him. He's baiting out, boop, another bait and another interception. You know what I mean? And he was doing it all day. That's another interception right there. You couldn't quite see it, but that's number 4. And then here come number 5 right here, you know, where what he's doing is, this is a drill that's getting them to learn how to work in space, in short space. That's number 5, you know? And so comes number 6. You know, when you looking at him and how he practices, you could tell he's putting in the work to come through exactly on what Dan Quinn wants on his defenses. This is number 6 right here. Working in space. Oh, not that throw, it's the next one. Because they was doing a rapid fire drill, but you know, he was passing that off. But right here, he baits, shows a fake window, and that's number 6. So Storey is putting in that work. So let me go back to the main B-roll where we can talk about him. So also, I was saying this early, is you see a lot of character in him. Like you can see how he treat the young guys, like dapping them up, making them feel like they part of the team. Like he's a guy that wasn't out there like, I'm the NFL guy, you little guys get out the way. No. He was showing a lot of character and giving back to the practice. And one of the main things, let me pause this real quick, that I liked about him is he has what I call jump in. This is a term that I created. Jump in is when you're assertive, where most people, when it's their first time at a practice, at a drill, they're going to sit back and watch. He was jumping in, trying to figure this stuff out, just getting acquainted with the speed of it. And he was just asserting himself. I could not tell that this was his first time working with this trainer. And I've watched this trainer work with some of these athletes before, and a lot of people sit back. He was not, which means he's a guy that's greedy for reps. And that's what you want. A guy that's go get his reps. See, I call that jump in, where you just jump in. Nobody had to tell you what's going on, but you jumping in to get your reps, to get your work in, preparing for training camp, communicating. He trying to figure it out. It's new to him, but he just jumped in there. But that's also and why he got the 6 interceptions. So I'm just telling y'all, some people say you can't get nothing from watching these guys in the off-season practice. Oh, boss, this is a waste of time. No, you can see a lot if you really observing everything. This dude is a workhorse. I'm gonna tell you right now, this is his 3rd practice, and he stayed at the end of practice on a jug machine catching, because he's clearly working on what Dan Quinn wants, a defense that gets the ball. And I want to see guys practicing what their coach told them to work on. This is what we seeing. We don't know if he gonna make the squad. We don't know if he gonna get a fair chance. All I can tell you from looking at him, he putting in the work. He putting in the work. He bigger. He's out there from a referral. Dennis Houston told him about this training, and he was like, I want to get some extra work. And he came and got some extra work.
All right, man, I'm sitting here with this dude, Storey, man. You had 6 interceptions today. Looked like you was hungry, man. Just tell us a little bit about your day and what's your thoughts about coming to Dallas and why did you choose Dallas, having options?
Oh man, today just a full work day. We got it in this morning at the facility at the Ford Center, and my boy DH told me to come get some extra work, some special teams work, just keeping the hips fluid. So good days of work. Now it's time to go rest.
Already.
Choosing Dallas is I've already been in Texas for 3 years at Prairie View A&M. I love Texas. Dallas is a great team. I feel like they needed a linebacker like me, so that's why I chose.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. From somebody who do this, obviously I do a lot of streaming and stuff. You're a fan favorite, big dog, and one of the main reasons is because of that fire you bring and that aggression you bring. Where that come from?
Man, it's always been in me. I mean, ever since Little League. I mean, we're gonna release the tape once it's time to release it, but I'm just trying to go into training camp, fired up, ready to hit something, flying around, trying to prove myself.
All right, man. Appreciate it, man. Boss Cowboy Sports. Y'all stay up this story. Y'all favorite linebacker. You know what I'm saying? You get ready to make it happen. Y'all stay up. Peace.
Yeah. So that was the day in the life of preparing for training camp with Storey Jackson. I got more of these coming. I got something on Dennis Houston, which a lot of people didn't know I had, and then I got Christian Sam. I'm gonna be just showing it. Because, obviously this is the period that people can't see. So when you can see some football and you can see these guys preparing, and you're a football head, you go watch it, because I enjoy even the process of preparing. It's not even just watching these guys play. I like to watch them prepare. And it tells me a lot about these guys. So I'm excited about Storey. I just really want him to get a fair chance. You can see the hunger in his eyes, like he say, hey, he gonna let the tape decide. So he got nasty intentions. He got real nasty intentions, and he know who he is. He know he a hitter. He's gonna be anxious to show it. I just want him to get a chance. But from what I'm seeing, I see the hunger, and I'm excited about a day in the life of Storey Jackson. So if you like this type of content with Boss Cowboy Sports, y'all make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to the channel, because we're gonna be bringing you this and more as we're preparing for training camp. We do have a final word coming up, so y'all stay tuned for that, because we back like taking no days off, because that's what we do. Even though it seems as if I was taking days off, I never was. I never stopped, because I was working. I wasn't streaming, but I was working. I was out there getting good content and just networking and doing things that's gonna allow the people that follow this channel to get some good views on things that they might not see. But it's Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matter, and y'all stay up. Peace.